Stop scrolling. What if I told you that the biggest mistake most men make with women isn't what they say? It's what they fail to notice. Have you ever wondered why a woman can be deeply interested one week and suddenly become cold the next? Or why some men constantly attract so much attention? Why do some keep getting ignored despite being kind and respectful? Most think it is luck, but psychology suggests it may be more complicated than that. Today, we are uncovering several psychological patterns that many people don't notice this truth until they have already experienced heartbreak. Stay with me until the very end because the final point surprises many people. And let's begin with something uncomfortable. Many people believe attraction is built only on appearance. Appearance can create a first impression, but it doesn't always sustain interest. People are often drawn to confidence, emotional safety, shared values, humor, and feeling understood. Someone who constantly seeks approval may unintentionally appear less confident, while someone who respects themselves and communicates clearly can seem more attractive over time. Here is another pattern. Have you ever noticed that some people become more interested after you have stopped chasing them? It's tempting to think people only value what they can't have. The reality is more nuanced. When someone has their own goals, friendships, and purpose, they often come across as more emotionally secure. That independence can be attractive because it shows their happiness doesn't depend on someone else's approval. Now let's talk about communication. One of the biggest misunderstandings in relationships is assuming that people always say exactly what they feel. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Stress, fear of rejection, past experiences, and poor communication skills can all affect how someone expresses themselves. That's why emotionally healthy relationships rely on honest conversations instead of mind reading. Here's another truth. Respect often grows through consistency. Grand romantic gestures can be memorable, but showing up when you said you would, keeping your promises, listening carefully, and treating someone with kindness over time, those small actions usually matter far more than dramatic moments. Now here's a question. Why do some relationships lose their spark? Many people assume love simply disappears, but psychology suggests that feeling emotionally connected requires attention, appreciation, and shared experiences. When those things slowly disappear, distance often follows. And finally, here is the truth that many people do not want to hear. No psychological tip, no dating strategy, and no clever line can make the wrong person become the right person for you. The healthiest relationships are built by two people who both choose to invest in trust, respect, and communication. That is not as exciting as quick dating hacks, but it is far more likely to lead to something meaningful in the end. So let me ask you something. Do you believe attraction is mostly about confidence, communication, or something completely different? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every thoughtful comment because your experiences make these conversations better. And if you're interested in understanding the psychology behind relationships and human behavior, subscribe to Mindfuel Psychology Hub. Because the more you understand people, the better you will understand yourself. I hope this message resonates with you today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.